Hey everyone, we're halfway through February, and so here's another weekly update coming at you for our 4-day school week, 5-day work week, but 4-day school week. Let's go ahead and check it out here. There's the matrix, there's the slides, and we go right here. Enough snow days. Hopefully we're back to business. I'm not going to forecast anything for this week. Last week's celebrations, sixth grade trip for Trees Tomorrow was a huge success. See a couple pictures there. Had about 18 inches of fresh snow when we got up there. So, I mean, this was absolutely gorgeous. This picture does not do justice to the icicles that were hanging off in the sunset. And then special thanks to Mr. Hicks for getting pizza for the staff on Wednesday. Hopefully that was a very good treat. I'm a little jealous because I love Zeronis, but so be it. Upcoming this week, no school tomorrow as there is staff development. On Tuesday, the high school, you will just have extended lunch. Wednesday, high school, you'll also be juniors only with the ACT here. For everyone, Leadership Oshkosh will be visiting about 8:15 in the morning, where we'll be given mainly tours on the lower level because we can't go upstairs because of the ACT. So middle school teachers will be finalizing some details of that over the next few days. We also have our school level meetings in the afternoon. Thursday, a regular day now for the high school. Will not be the work keys test. There were a couple errors that happened to cause the work keys test not to happen this year. Then the Lord's Learning Lab will also be open on Thursday. Friday, Youth Leadership Oshkosh will benefit from the Jeans Day. They are doing a literacy drive in conjunction with Northwest and Valley Christian. And then the letters of intent are due back to Lois as well. So a week where we finally can hopefully get back into a routine here. And the two things I promised from last week, was only in the building one day last week, so that made it a little difficult. So we'll get the Acre test date set. And middle school clubs, most of you have responded. I think we're pretty set with that. I just got to email out some finalized stuff with that. Professional development schedule for Monday, which by the time some of you probably watch this will be over. But if you're not ACT proctoring, you'll be 8 a.m. in the Commons for radio training. If you are ACT proctoring, you first meet with John Fleming in the conference room and then come down when you're done around 9. Curriculum work can happen in your classroom or wherever your team decides to meet. It's either working in BYOC or working to align some different curriculum. For lunchtime, you may leave campus. Then at 1 o'clock, we have our trauma-sensitive schools training in the Commons. Looking forward to that. Door duty this week. Thank you, Mrs. Dolan and Mrs. Mikesell for the mornings, and Mrs. Horsch and Mr. Deneen for the afternoons. This week's forecast. Tomorrow, partly cloudy. The only threat of some weather this week is Wednesday, and they're calling for 2 to 4 inches during that time period, so not a substantial amount to hopefully cause any disruption. So let's shoot for a normal planned week. Knights of Columbus testing. This is an annual event that happens in the middle school, and we have most of the results in at this point. So there is our list of winners from first and second place for each of the competitions. So these families will be getting communicated with this week to let them know congratulations. RISA surveys, middle school, I believe we got those done very well. So thank you to Mr. Steamsmill for helping out with that. Sixth grade, we think we may still need to do as a result of being off on Tuesday. I'll have to double check that. High school will be completed during nighttime. We'll get that back on schedule this week. And fifth grade will be given copies to complete. I do not know where that status is at, but we will check into that. February 20th, Leadership Oshkosh Tour. So again, middle high school will be business as usual with the tour stopping by. High school, you will be ACTing, so you will not have anything really to do with that. But we'll be getting the itinerary out. I'll be planning it on Monday pretty much, and then we'll get that out to the families in the afternoon. Or not the families, you, the staff. But you are my family, so that kind of works out. Safety update. Might squeeze in a fire drill here. We'll talk a little bit more leading up to an Alice relocation drill once we do the radio training tomorrow. Then double check on rooms for lockdown that's been on there. Next 2 weeks look pretty clear on the day-to-day calendar. So I think these are some of the areas that really want to start hitting hard on. RISA accreditation update. It needs updated as to what I have received so far. I need to spend some time over the next week or so going through the binders. But just a reminder, if you're doing any activities this week that tend to hit on a few of these areas, or you think they do, just shoot it my way in an email. A couple of requests for what the actual rubric of the accreditation asks for in terms of these. I can make a copy of that and set those out to help us see where we fit it as well. Silver Sword Award is coming up due. These are a reminder that this is happening on April 26th. And that the nominations need to be into Shannon by March 1st. So please go ahead and submit those to Shannon. Good news marketing, same as always. You got something good happening, such as Trees for Tomorrow. Go ahead and shoot a write-up over to Patty, and she'll get over to the marketing team. Finally, I came across this one today, and I really liked it. Where this lady this woman tweeted out, "My 21 years of teaching, I've used many classroom management strategies from clips to checks to charts, name it, tried it. But she's becoming more and more convinced that effective classroom management comes out of building relationships, knowing when to pick the battle." So the main thing I want to pull out of that is not the when to pick a battle, but the building relationships. And for us to continue, even though we're getting to the 2/3 mark of the school year, to just continue to build those relationships with our students, build a welcoming environment in our classrooms each and every day. And that's where we really, really want to hit home and have an awesome spring and build a good family atmosphere during Lent as well. So with that in mind, that is all I have for this week. So I'll bring it back here and I'll say, Our Lady of Lords, pray for us. With Jesus in our hearts forever. Everyone have an awesome week.